welcome back to my channel for the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen, stand-up comedian and Big Brother superfan. Joleen Lunzer here to break it all down for you with a comedic twist. So happy Monday, everybody. We can start the show the only way we know how. Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hi, everybody. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. We are going to be talking all about BB27, the live feed spoilers. We got lots of stuff going on that we need to talk about. We had the POV ceremony today. But first, as Julie Chen says, don't forget to smash that like.
What's POV?
What is POV? Okay. Smash the like, hit the subscribe as we work our way to 50K subscribers. If you want to support the channel further, I set a super chat goal. If we reach the goal in the live chat, Dawn starting us off strong. I'll do an extra live this week, just a little incentive. You don't have to, but if you want to, or if you want to join one of my memberships, my Patreon or my YouTube membership, you don't have to again, but they're there. And we'll be doing a members only with Steven very soon. And otherwise, you can hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Again, you don't have to do any of those things. But if you feel so inclined, it is very much appreciated. So thank you, Dawn, for the first super chat saying, thanks for always making me laugh my arse off. Well, Dawn, we appreciate you being here. And you are a sweetie wipe the seedy and a cutie patootie. And I appreciate you very much. All right. Okay. Thank you, Evelyn, my wonderful mods, for dropping the link to my membership. Yeah. Put your choo-choo trains in the chat, because things are happening. All right. So to get you caught up on everything you need to know right now for Big Brother without having to sit, if you haven't already, and listen to the live feeds, like, here is what you need to know. Okay. Let me open this and share it. My little graphic. Okay. So this week, obviously, we saw last night's episode. Lauren won the HOH. Lauren then nominated one of her allies from the bond, being Will. She also nominated Kelly because Kelly volunteered herself yet again, and Keanu because Keanu is the house pariah. And yet he doesn't necessarily understand that or know that or realize that. But he is. Okay. So then Power of Veto competition happened, and Keanu won the Power of Veto. So at the veto ceremony today, Monday, July 28th, Keanu took himself off of the block, and Lauren needed to come up with a replacement nominee. Now, we know it was already so très difficile for Lauren to put up her original noms. How in the world were we supposed to expect this poor woman, this poor Louisiana lady, to do a renom? Now, somehow she decided that it should be between Adrian and Ashley. And you might be wondering, well, why, Jolene? Why between Adrian and Ashley? Well, because they've been on the block before. This house, they don't want to make any waves. They don't want to shake things up. They just want to make it easy.
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
So they're like, no, this is Big Brother. You can only nominate people who have already been on the block because you don't want new blood on your hands. It's all about the old blood in BB27, apparently. So Ashley and Adrian, that was the question. Now we know that Lauren took Saturday off. Did she take Friday off too? She took some time off from talking to people about game as the HOH. She was like, I just need to feel like myself. I need to feel like a human. But she did talk quite a bit with Vince and Zach and even Keanu. All right. But everyone else, she was like, I'll talk to you tomorrow. So finally, Sunday came around, the day she said she would talk to everyone. And she had the discussion she needed to have. And we can talk a little bit about those discussions in just a minute. Okay. And then today, when we left you yesterday, after my episode recap, where I included spoilers at the end if you missed that, or my spoiler video earlier, in the day yesterday. We thought for sure Lauren was going to be putting Ashley on the block. The guys, a lot of the guys were really pushing for it. We know Lauren, you know, she is working with the dudes.
The patriarchy!
But in a twist of fate today, you guys, she renommed Adrian. So Ashley did not go on the block. It was Adrian. So now Lauren, in her infinite HOH superfan wisdom, has nominated not one, but two of her alliance members. So if we're taking a look at the bond, we have Adrian, Ava, Lauren, Vince, Will, and Zach. Will and Adrian, both in Lauren's big alliance, the bond, have now been nominated by her. Oh boy. I mean, as someone who wanted Ashley to stay in the house because I enjoy Ashley's messiness right now, and I kind of enjoy her, I'm happy. But for Lauren, I'm like, what? And the men are shocked. The men are afraid. The men are fearing that what they thought was happening is happening, which it's not. That the women are working together. And we know how terrifying that is for the men of Big Brother.
The patriarchy!
So they're scrambling, gambling. They just got back from the POV ceremony like an hour ago, a little over an hour ago. The feeds came back on. And when we left, when the feeds went down for the POV ceremony, Lauren was just getting hounded upstairs in the HOH. She's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? This is so hard. Lauren's entire HOH has basically been her going, you guys, this is so hard. I don't know what to do. What would you do? What would Jesus do? What would anyone do? What would Julie Chen Moonves do? Lauren is, it's been difficult. It's been hard for her. Thank you, Oliver Bolivar Butts. Appreciate you for gifting 5 memberships to the channel. Congratulations to those of you who got gifted a membership. Put your hearts in the chat for Oliver Bolivar Butts for the memberships. That was really sweet, kind, and generous of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So the men are just like, what? So they were like hounding Lauren in the morning, going upstairs. Ashley went up there. Ashley was putting in the work. All right. Now, some of Ashley's moves, I thought she was doing pretty good in her combos. And then there were times when I was like, okay, abort, Ashley, abort. And then Ashley was talking a little too much to other people about what was happening and maybe her safety. Then we had Adrian go up there. Adrian had quite the conversation with Lauren today. Adrian has decided, now that he's going to put on his jean jacket with the hoodie and he's going to get down to business. And he's like, I think one of Adrian's quotes that he said while talking to Lauren was in the HOH. He was pleading his case not to be put up as a renom. And he said to Lauren, you decide whether you want, the liars or the truth tellers to go forward. Oh shit, my husband scared me. Every time you do that, it scares me. Thank you, Hype Man Husband Chellaren. Did you get me an iced tea lemonade?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Love you. All right. His husbandly duties are, what else did I get?
Cake pop.
They have the strawberry cake pop back from Starbucks. I know not everyone loves Starbucks, but this cake pop is great for me and 10-year-olds everywhere. Starbucks, they don't sponsor us, but they should. Okay. So Adrian was basically like, you decide whether, you have the last decision of whether the liars or the truth tellers go forward, take the lead in this game, because now lines are being drawn in the sand. I think it's still confusing to me who's with who, who's with what. It's starting to come together a little bit because I feel like this decision between Ashley as a renom or Adrian as a renom really did force a lot of people in the house to pick a side per se. And I guess if we are talking sides here, let me pull up my trusty chart again. You would have on one side, you know, you have Mickey, Rachel, Ashley, Jimmy, Morgan are pretty much a side. Okay, I guess. But it's like they're all very flexible and not very loyal to each other per se. Then you got Kelly, Adrian, Keanu, even though nobody really wants to admit they're working with Keanu or wants to work with Keanu, but he's like, everyone wants to work with me. And you're like, they don't. And then you have Riley, who really doesn't know what's going on. He's just trying to have sex with Catherine. And then Catherine and Lauren, I feel like she's definitely, you know, the same as Catherine, leaning towards like the guys. And then Will, you know, he's got the bond, but the bond is nothing anymore because basically, you know, to me, if people in my alliance, let me double check. Okay, I thought Jimmy was in the bond. So Jimmy's not in the bond, right? Let me just make sure. No, because I was going to say, damn, Jimmy nominated him too. But to me, if one of my alliance members nominates me, we're done here. We're done here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Ava basically said on the feeds today as she was talking to Vince and Keanu, she said, I mean, God bless her. She can do what she wants. And I'm glad she didn't put me up. But the bond is dead. Like, it's over. And I think Will feels that way. And I know Adrian now feels that way, probably. So now you didn't only put up one of your lines, but you put up two. So we have a house of 15 people left. It's week 3. And the HOH who's in our alliance, which is a 6-person alliance, she has now put up 2 alliance members. So she's like, I'm not a genius here, but I'm pretty sure it's dead. Okay. Yes, Christine. The door is closed. The door is closed. Like the great Nene Leakes once said, the door is closed. And Vince is like, well, maybe we can repair it. Because Vince is working with literally everyone, which means he's working with no one. So, yeah, the BB math ain't mathin'. And Evelyn has officially pulled her super fan card. And I don't blame you. Like, what is an alliance? This cast is so Candy Burris code.
What's POV?
But at least Candy learned the damn game during Celebrity Big Brother. She wasn't like Kelly over here. Kelly's like, okay, you guys, if we put up, if Ashley gets picked to play in the veto and she wins the veto, you know what we'll do? And she takes Will off, we'll put her up. And Vince was like, that's not how that works. If she wins the veto and she's not on the block, not only is she safe, but she can save someone. Kelly's like, oh, darn, we could kill her. And we're like, no, serial killer, Kelly. What? We can't be killing people. So the bond officially has this week. This might go down. Is this worse than Faute? I think this is a worse alliance than Faute. This alliance is so bad, the bond. They have a member of it as the HOH, and they have 2 members of it on the block during freaking week 3 of Big Brother. It's insane. And she literally had 2 of her alleged allies, Adrian and Will, saying, no, please don't put me up. No, I work with, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You talk about nothing. What they talk about? They talk about nothing? Huh? What are you doing? And Lauren's like, I think I might have to put you up. Like, but you don't. We're in the alliance. Yeah, but I think I might have to put you up. Now, here's what I think happened. I think yesterday the women did, and when I say women, I want to say, Ashley, Morgan, Rachel, Mickey, they really did a good job of convincing Lauren that it wasn't in her best interest to keep her alliance member. They were like, if you put Adrian up, you are only pissing off 3 people: Kelly, Keanu, and Adrian. But if you put up Ashley, you are pissing off Rachel, Morgan, Jimmy, Mickey, Ashley herself, maybe somebody else, Will. Little did they know, no, because she has an alliance of people that. But anyways, she looked at the numbers, and Ashley asked her straight up, like, well, what, am I bad for your game? And Lauren's like, I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I feel pressured. So Lauren has went back and forth in her conversations as HOH, like, oh God, I feel like people are making me do this. No, I'm not going to say they're making me do this because that makes me look weak. God, why did I even say weak? I shouldn't have said weak and put that out into the universe because I'm not weak. I just feel bullied. No, not bullied. Don't say bullied, but kind of. But like, Ashley just says stuff and she like makes me answer questions. At one point, I think she was talking to Vince or Zach. I think she's talking to Zach in the HOH room this morning. She's like, and Ashley just like straight up asks me things, and she makes me and wants me to answer them. Like, and Zach's like, I know, exactly. Yeah, it's crazy, right? You like my baby blue bandana? No, Zach, nobody likes your baby blue bandana. Someone needs to put, Celia says, Celia, you're here, saying, is anything worse than Foul Day? I don't know. Someone needs to fly a banner over the house, and don't even say, you guys don't know what you're doing. You're playing awful. Poor Rachel. None of that. All you have to put is burn the baby blue headband. Okay, Zach? Burn it. No more. Put it away. We don't need to see it. It's over. All right? It's over. So Lauren was forced to have quite a few conversations yesterday. And, you know, I didn't think it was going to work with Morgan and Ashley and Mickey and Rachel, not necessarily Rachel, but with a lot of the women pushing Kelly, like how Kelly should go. And Lauren kind of let them believe that she's okay with Kelly going. But Lauren, you know, every time she's spoken to other people, again, we don't know where anyone stands sometimes. She's like, I love Kelly. Kelly's such a good person. And Kelly's like, I'll fight for you. You want me to instigate? I'll start instigating. I love instigating. Kelly can't stop wanting to instigate. It's all Kelly wants to do. Kelly thinks Big Brother is just instigating.
I'm reverting back to my high school days of instigating. Like, I loved instigating. I was such a problem.
Oh no.
I was such a problem. I'm good at instigating. I love it. Makes me happy.
Yeah, he's talking about that.
Makes me happy. Now, what Mickey did too, that was very important that we cannot overlook. Mickey's social game, as far as this situation and other situations we've seen in the house, but particularly Lauren being an HOH, she didn't go up there just strictly strategy. Mickey has a way of genuinely connecting with the other people in the house. She can kiki, she can laugh with them. You know, Lauren is upset. She's a victim of her own HOH. She's like, why is this happening to me? And Mickey's like, come here, girl. Oh, you're beautiful. You're smart. God darn it, people love you. They like you. You get it, girl. You're the girliest girl that ever girled. You got this. You got it together, caboodle. Like, she just like held her. You guys, she held her as she cried. Now, when you are 22 years old, away from your family, or any 2 years old, okay, 42, 52, 62, and someone genuinely just holds you and hugs you. I was hoping I had a screenshot of this, so I can't find it. When you're sad and when you're crying, it's going to make you feel some type of way. And it worked. It worked. So Mickey is, if where a lot of people suck at this game, Mickey's isn't as bad. I'm not willing to say anyone on this cast is good at this game right now. I'm not willing to say that. but I'll say Mickey's one of the better ones of the worst. Like everyone's worse than Mickey. There's a lot of people worse than Mickey. That's what I'll say. Amy says, Skippy seriously needs to stop cutting the feed so much. It's nonstop. It's so annoying. I have a theory about this, and roll with me, you guys, because it's a conspiracy theory. But for some reason, the feeds, now pay attention to it and maybe you'll notice it now. When Adrian is having conversations, okay, and when he is, talking, whether it's to Keanu or Kelly or Vince, which, Adrian isn't necessarily, I think he's going to become now a star of the feeds because Adrian is plugged in now that he has been put up as the Renom. But I feel like, does Adrian have like a deal with them? Does he got the God 101 Julie Chen Moonves deal or something because he doesn't swear and he loves his mom or something? Because they cut the feeds a lot when Adrian's about to maybe say something that might be, I don't even know, maybe sassier. And I'll notice that and I'm like, why are they doing that for Adrian? It's a lot of times when Adrian and Kelly, and then we miss certain parts. So I don't know. I think Julie Chen Moonves he might be from Julie Chen Moonves' church. That's all I'm saying. This is allegedly. Okay, from my cuckoo brain. What do I know? Ooh, or Adrian is a twin. Hopefully not OnlyFans kissing twin like the Nolan twins. Shout out to the Nolan twins. Good to see you girls not making out. Okay, get back to it, Jolene. So here is poor Lauren, the HOH with all the power and all the snacks in the bathroom by herself in the big bed and the warm pooper, the toilet seat that heats up. The poor girl that is safe this week and has the chance to create alliances and build her current alliance, the bond, and go further in the game and make deals to keep her safety in future weeks. The poor woman is just like, why is this happening to me? It's like the first time my little baby niece, who's now 11, shout out to Lucy, threw up and she looked at my mom who was babysitting her and she goes, why is this happening to me? She was like 3 years old because she's like, what? That's Lauren. She's a 3-year-old who just vomited for the first time. That's her whole HOH. Why is this happening to me? It's like, because that's what it is. And you want it and you wanted it. And you have so much opportunity to do good things for your game in this HOH, but instead you hid upstairs. You just talk to Vince all the time and Zach in his weird baby blue bandana and cried and said, this is hard. Yeah. So Mickey took this opportunity. She was like, come here, girl. Get in here. Let me hug you. Yes, a lot of HOH regret. So a lot of the women, Rachel included, kept telling Lauren, throughout the week, don't let the guys decide for you. Don't let the men do this. And I do think this sunk into Lauren because Lauren is someone, despite Zach being all in, wanting a showmance, wanting to Love Island with her, and saying she was sent to this game for him, she's hesitant. Lauren's hesitant to just like jump in a showmance. I don't really see much chemistry between them, but I mean, it's only week 3. We'll see how horny they get, So I do think that something like that would sink into Lauren, where she might think, oh, yeah, I don't want to be seen as someone who's just listening to the guys, who's being influenced. But that's just me speculating. We'll have to see Lauren's DRs in the upcoming episodes to see what she's really thinking. But she's young and she is very impressionable. Very impressionable. Stack says Vinny's doing way too much. LOL. I think everyone clocked him by now. Maybe because Ava was clocking him to Lauren. Like everyone was clocking Vinny to Lauren. And I think at this point, Vinny himself he's not even assertive enough to say exactly what she should do or push his agenda strongly. Like Keanu comes in and he's like, well, why wouldn't you put Ashley up? It's our side versus their side. Okay. And we got the numbers. We're just going to win, 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 win. Compies, compies, compies. And don't worry, if I go on the block, I'll get myself off because I'm amazing. And then that's just what I'm going to do. All right. Because that's the way. He was like trying to talk to Lauren with these like weird analogies that were basically just him describing himself, but yet he didn't know. Okay. A lot of projection. He said, okay, like they're bad. We're good. Okay. Have you ever been on a sports team? And Lauren's like, yeah, I've been on a sports team, but it took her like 7 years to answer the question because she talks really slow. Okay. And she's like, yeah. Okay. Do you know on the sports team how there's that one person who like wants all the credit and wants all the praise, all that? You ever seen those kind of people? And Lauren's like, no. You never played on a team with those kind of people? Lauren's like, oh, well, I have, and it doesn't work. Okay. So we're not that. And I'm like, that's totally you, bro. That's Keanu. You want credit for everything. You want credit for shit you didn't even do. They just went, but basically Keanu was just like, clearly you have to not put Adrian up. You have to put Ashley up. Okay. Because they're lying to you and they're not going to protect you. They're not going to work. We're going to protect you because we're men and we have penises and penises protect. Vaginas victimize or virgina. Either way, something that starts with the V. Okay. But penises protect and pee. This is two things that my penis has always done. And I'm like, what is this man talking about? Yes. Tom the man says the woman talked to Lauren. The men talked at Lauren. And Lauren, despite being young and impressionable, she's been a woman on this earth long enough to know, I can't let that happen. Despite her indecisiveness, despite her fear to the point of paralyzation, she finally decided, I don't want to piss off all those girls. And they hugged me. And I don't want to be thought of as someone who let guys run her HOH, even though I do play with the guys and I like the guys. And I do like Adrian. And I just like everybody I like. Thank you, David, for the super chat. David says money for headache pills for Jolene. Seriously. I appreciate that. I appreciate it so much. So ultimately, mostly the women did a better job than the guys at communicating to Lauren what she should do. And I think they were looking at it like, this is less blood on your hands if you put Adrian up, because more people would be pissed if Ashley went up. And it worked, you guys. Lo and behold, it worked. Even though, again, Adrian is in her alliance. Will is in her alliance, which now, like Ava has said, is dead. Okay. Now, after Ashley had her first conversation finally with Lauren yesterday, it was a rough one. If you guys caught that one, I talked about it at the end of my Sunday night episode recap last night in the spoiler section. But Ashley, again, was just asking her very straightforward questions that clearly, make Lauren uncomfortable because she doesn't want to have to answer. She's like, what do you think? And she's like, well, what's better for your game? I've always talked to you. Did Adrian talk to you before? Well, no. And it's like, yeah, but Lauren, Adrian was in the alliance with you, but okay. She's like, so he didn't talk to you until now? Until you have power? And he stayed up one night, and I've been saying I wanted to work with you for a long time, and I will work with you, and I would never put you up. So am I really bad for your game? No. So who's worse for your game? I don't know. Well, it's not me, right? And if it's not me, then you don't have to do it. You don't have to put me on the block because you really need to do what's good for your game. And you and I, we connect. We're friends. We're good. And she was just like, yeah. There's also, Lauren had been talking about, she was worried about how Ashley would react if she was renommed, which was an interesting conversation because there was a lot of talk of Ashley crashing out. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. But is crashing out? Because if that's the case, I'm crashing out 24/7. Okay, I'm surprised I'm not crashing out right now. What's wrong with a little crying? I don't think that's crashing out. And she talked about this when she had her one-on-one with Adrian yesterday. And Lauren was nervous or afraid of Ashley's reaction. I'm thinking, Ashley? What? What do you think she's gonna do? Beat you up? Like, what are you talking about? And to the point where Adrian was like, I'll protect you. And if she steps forward and if she says anything or confronts you, I will protect you. From Ashley? The little lawyer lady who just isn't always socially aware and asks questions that people are like, huh? From Ashley? Like, really? Is that what we're worried about? Oh, and Adrian's like, I'll take care of her. From Ashley? We saw her say she can't even do yoga. What's Ashley gonna do? Her leg lifts like this. They were doing tree pose and she was like this. Like, huh? What? I haven't even heard Ashley like yell at anybody. The only thing she's ever done is cry and be like, I'm coming after you. Yeah, that's Big Brother. What? Killian, at this point, fucking Bowie Jane, would have had a better HOH. She'd been like, nah. Okay. What do you say? Well, what was that thing she said? How did your life change? And I'm going to say for the better when you joined the mafia with Martinai. Yeah. I almost think Bowie Jane would have HOH. This HOH was so bad. So bad. Oh my God. So Adrian was like, have no fear. I'm going to put on my jean jacket with the built-in sweatshirt in it. There's not really a sweat. It's like a jean sweatshirt. It's like you get them at Marshall's. You can get them for a really good deal. Sometimes they're at Macy's, but wait till they're at Marshall's or TJ Maxx and it's like sewn in the little hoodie part. Sometimes they'll add some of the sleeves of the hoodie, but basically it's jean jacket. So you probably want to wear something underneath. It's not like a, hoodie that's like soft. You can just have on your bare skin. This isn't the kind. But anyways, I'm going to put on my light wash jean jacket hoodie combo. And I'm going to go, hey, you, Ashley, stop it right now. Don't you try to go all bad girls club on my girl. Like, what are you? Oh my gosh. Like, calm it down over there. Calm it down. Adrian and Kelly had a conversation yesterday that was kind of funny, where Adrian was like, I can't tell if Keanu is really dumb or really naive about everyone targeting him. And Kelly's like, he's dumb. I'm the smart one who volunteers myself to go on the block and then admits to everyone that I'm instigating. And then when they say, are you instigating? I'm like, how dare you? How dare you? No, he didn't say Bad Girls Club. I saw someone on Twitter mention the Bad Girls Club. Like, what do they think this is? The Bad Girls Club? I didn't hear him mention the Bad Girls Club. If he did, then we would be like, I'm sorry, what? No. So Ashley was just, when she had her talk, she was just like, you really think keeping Adrian is best for your game? He can beat you in competitions. I can't. How much has he talked to you before you were HOH? Lauren's like, a little bit, but like not a lot. And Ashley said, do you think he will save you over Kelly? Like Kelly's his number one. Lauren says, no. Ashley goes, well, would I? And Ashley goes, and Lauren says, yeah. And then Ashley says to her, so how is that best for your game? And then Lauren says, this game is so hard. And Ashley's like, yeah, it is, but it should be a little easier for you right now because you're HOH and I'm trying to save my butt from the block. So Rachel told Kelly that she's better for her game than Will, but told Kelly, don't tell people I said that. Now we know Rachel and Kelly have this secret little working relationship that Kelly's already told so many people about. And we don't know how much of this is actually Rachel being honest with Kelly or just trying to, for lack of a better term, troll her, keep her on her side in her good graces. But either way, who knows? Who knows what is true? Rachel and Kelly were talking in the lounge, and Kelly was talking about people telling her she's getting tailored because she was nominated 4 times and still won. And Rachel promised her if she won, she wouldn't put Kelly up. Kelly, hi, we got to have a talk. Let's find a picture of Kelly here. I don't know if I have one, but you're not getting tailored because you're volunteering for the fucking block, okay? You can't get tailored. The whole house was irrationally upset, mean, mad, just assholes to Taylor, to the point where they isolated her. They talked cash money shit about her for what seemed like no reason other than people just making up lies about her, like Daniel Tiger, right along. Okay, and that other weird lady that like freaked out and had to go home early. You're not a victim, Kelly. You're the perpetrator.
I was going to say, like, the only person that's more likable around here than me is you.
You're the perpetrator, okay? You're the serial killer, okay? And Big Brother, allegedly. All right. So it's so interesting and annoying this season to see these people do these things to themselves and then act like the victim. I'm always on the block. Try being me. How about don't volunteer, dipshit? Don't volunteer every freaking week, and then maybe you won't be on the block. And like Rachel even tried to help her and was like, hey, maybe, are you stirring stuff? Are you instigating? Kelly's like, what? No. Well, if you are, maybe don't do that. And if you are, maybe that's why you're on the block. And then Kelly went around the house and was like, Rachel says, people says everyone hates me. Everyone hates me. Help me. It's just a victim off, and it's ridiculous at this point. Keanu says it's he was talking to Adrian. All right. And Keanu was saying, bro, it's like Keanu has the most cliched, confusing, dumb things that he says for like inspiration and metaphors he tries to use. And he says, it's the little moments, like this, that give you butterflies. Huh? That's when the greatness happens. What? Huh? What? So is he saying that, since you're saying that to Adrian, this is after Adrian, I believe, was nominated as the renom, are you saying it's the little moments, him being renommed is the moment that will give him butterflies? That's when greatness, what? Okay. Keanu said, bro, we're like blockbusters. Every week they put us on the block and we get off, bro. Okay, we take ourselves off. And then he said that if you get yourself off the block, we'll just keep going. HOH, back and forth. It's all we got to do, bro. Yes, Keanu, that's all you have to do in the very, very social game of Big Brother. You are just going to win your way to the end with no, zero, zilch, nada, near a social game. You're just going to, all we got to do, bro, is like keep winning. You have to like just win. So like you win, I win, you win, I win, you win, I win, you win, I, and that's it. It's like fucking easy, bro. That's it. I'm like, oh my gosh. So ridiculous. Adrian, okay, so let's talk since the renom. Now, Adrian being on the block, Adrian is starting to put his pedal to the metal. Okay, like I said, he has this fancy jean jacket on, and he's like, I'm in business. Okay, he's not messing around. He's mad he has to pack again, but he's having conversations. He had a conversation with Keanu in the boxing in the gym, and he was trying to fill Keanu out because we know Adrian, he has been very vocal, not to Keanu, but to others, that he does not like Keanu. Keanu is a liar. He is not a liar, and he does not align himself with liars. So then he'll pretend to be Keanu's friend, but isn't that a lie? I don't know. Somehow that's not a lie, okay? But he's not really working with them because Keanu's a liar, and he don't lie, but he will lie to Keanu to say he's working with them. But now he confronted, and by confronted, I mean chit-chatted with Keanu in the gym, in the boxing room, and was basically like, so how do you feel your game is in the house? Like socially, how do you feel people feel about you? He knows Keanu doesn't realize how disliked he is and how he's public enemy number one, but for everybody. Like they might keep him around for a while because he's a shield and people hate him the most. So then they'll always look at him first, but nobody likes him. But Keanu's like, well, I mean, definitely like Mickey and Morgan and what's her nuts, Ashley. Yeah, they'll, they for sure don't like me and stuff. But like, I feel like we got like a solid 5 or 6. And I think Adrian was thinking, where is that solid 5 or 6? Because it's not in Vince, which Keanu thinks. It's not in Zach, which Keanu thinks. Nobody really likes him. So I feel like Adrian was trying to, basically build some kind of relationship with Keanu. Like, I can help you if I end up not winning the BB Butt Blaster this week and I'm still on the block next to Kelly or Will, please vote to keep me because you need me. And I can kind of help you like I've been trying to help serial killer Kelly with her social game so that maybe you come off less abrasive or less aggressive or less annoying or less know-it-all or less clueless or all these things. And Keanu wasn't necessarily, he's picking up. He's like, no, bro, are you here to ask me if you have my vote? Because, bro, you got my vote, bro. You got it. You got it. Adrian's like, yeah. Okay, that's great. All right. I just, want to see how you feel where you're at because I'm ready to make big moves. So Adrian now is saying he's ready to make big moves. He's ready to take a shot at the other side. Like I said, lines drawn in the sand, according to these two now. And there is another side of the house. It is no longer just, according to them, everyone, everywhere, on the ground, screaming, crying, throwing up, going, this is hard. Now it's clearly Keanu, Adrian, or so they think, Zach, Riley, Vince, Catherine, Kelly against Rachel, Ashley, Morgan, Mickey, maybe Will, Jimmy. So they think there's 2 sides. And I think we are starting to come into more sides, which could be very interesting, very BB20, if you will. But Keanu's like, no, I think I'm pretty good. Like, no, I think me and Rachel, like, we've definitely been mending fences. Okay. A lot of people don't know that she really likes me. And I think I like her as much as a guy could possibly like or trust a woman. I think that's pretty decent. I'm like, huh? What's he talking about? Meanwhile, Kelly hates Keanu. Meanwhile, Vince hates Keanu. Riley hates Keanu. Adrian technically hates Keanu. Ava hates Keanu. Ashley can't stand Keanu. Jimmy definitely doesn't like Keanu. But he told Adrian in this conversation, me and Jimmy, we're like cool now. Now, with Jimmy, I feel like out of the whole group, Jimmy's the only one. Jimmy the Snake is probably the only one who might veer over to Keanu and play along, and actually possibly work with him. But he is just, Now, Riley's been making big game moves. For some reason, and I can't figure it out, and maybe somebody can put it in the live chat. Why is everybody asking Riley, are you okay? How you doing? Probably not good. What would Riley, I asked this yesterday, what would Riley have to worry about? He literally is sitting so pretty in the game. Nobody wants to put him up. It's almost like we can't put Riley up. Like something happened to him. He doesn't want to win things. He doesn't want to make decisions. He doesn't want to do anything but try to bang Catherine. Try to get to a point where he feels, is that where the frustration lies? Because he hasn't been able to like lock down a relationship with Catherine yet. Because they, even today, like, how you doing? He's like, what is it? What? You haven't been on the block. You haven't had to do shit. He just sits there. You literally just sit there, play pool, and then hug Catherine and try to slide your hand down to her ass, which I had to see on the feeds. Thanks a lot, Button Boy. There are valuable conversations I'd much rather be watching, or Ava talking to herself in bed with some tea, than seeing Riley slide his hand down Catherine's booty. You know, Tom the man says because he's giving attitude about everything, he seems pissed, right? Because they're like, yeah, Riley, he's done. He's done with this. Done with what? He hasn't started anything. Doesn't do anything. Oh my God. This must feel like be how Vince's parents feel. They're like, this guy is just in the basement juggling. He doesn't do anything else. He's not paying any bills. He's not buying any groceries. He's not looking for a job. He's damn near 35. What did we do wrong, Stan? Jan, calm down. No, Stan, you've always babied him. You too, Jan. Who's the one that told me he couldn't get his permit till he was 25? Okay, well, I was just worried because he's a little guy and his feet didn't reach the pedals. Jan, he is 5'6". He is 5'4" at best. Don't you lie to that man. That's why he wears the beanie to add the extra height. Don't do that, Jan. Don't you do that, Stan. Okay, that's just what I imagine his parents are doing. But that's, neither here nor there. But Riley, every single day. Yeah, Riley's done. Done with what? And what is he going to do? And when is he going to do something? And what is he done with? And put him on the block already. I'm so bored of him. He was like dancing around the house. And then he came over and they're like, how you? Oh, not good. I mean, fucking bullshit, Adrian. He came over to Adrian and I think Vince was like, fucking bullshit. Shouldn't have happened that way. Well, what did you do, Riley, to actively make sure Adrian didn't go on the block if you give such a shit? Nothing. You're just trying to feel Catherine's buns of steel. That's all you were doing. You've done nothing else. And play pool. Okay? Dawn says Riley looks like the guy on Willy Wonka. Gene, how dare... Gene Wilder, we apologize. Dawn, take it back. Don't do that to Gene. Don't do it to him. Oh my goodness. Oh, was it nicotine withdrawals? He said he hadn't been cut off from it. Oh, you're right. No, 9. Miri, thank you for reminding me of that. Remember, he started chewing at 9. He found an expired tin of his dad's chewing tobacco in the barn. He was like, this is delicious. I was like, what? What? Riley's using the Costanza theory. Act like you're always mad and the George Costanza, everyone thinks he's working hard. That is... I wish he was smart enough to know that. But I think he's just an ornery guy who's out of nicotine. He's having a nick fit. Yes, witness. Dawn, we love you, but we cannot have the Gene Wilder slander. We can't do that to Gene. Oh my gosh. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I never was super into Seinfeld, so I have friends who are really into Seinfeld, and they'll do like Seinfeld references. Obviously, I know No Soup for You and things like that, but the Costanza, I like that. I like that. William says Riley's playing perfectly to seem like not a threat. He isn't a threat to win the game. He's probably the biggest floater, not even a floater, William. He's a coaster. He's just like, do. So as he's telling Adrian and Vince, he's saying, can't believe it's so bullshit. It's bullshit. Because, if I ever get anything, they're done. Bro, when are you going to do something? Besides try to like wet your little willy in the house. Like, what are you going to do, sir? What are you going to do? And arguably, he should be fighting the hardest if, in fact, the allegations are true, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, that he might have some baby mama drama and need the money for some child support payments. Allegedly. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe they're Care Bears, Cabbage Patch Kids. I don't know. And then Adrian and Vince, well, more Adrian was asking, about Catherine. Do you think Catherine would vote to keep me? And Riley was like, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. My Catherine? The one who barely likes me, but I'm playing the long game. Eventually, she's just gonna give in because the options are slim to none. Yeah. That one? Fuck yeah. Apparently, Riley said Catherine was pissed that Lauren put up Adrian as the renom and not Ashley. Now, yes, Catherine does very much dislike Ashley. From week 1, early in the game, the shower gate, remember Catherine was the most like, that's so rude. How dare you shower in the HOH shower for a long period of time before the HOH has had a chance to shower? And Ashley's like, listen, shower Karen, if Vince, the 35-year-old alleged grown man, isn't telling me he's upset, how does it bug you? How does it bother you, 22-year-old? Okay. I'm sorry. Is it your shower? Are you the HOH? Sure, it may not be best for one's social game. Well, why are you involving yourself? Catherine, don't you have other things to do? You're supposed to be the feminist killjoy. You should be advocating for women to shower. Free the shower for the women. You know, we have more parts and crevices and things that we have to clean, shave, more products. It's going to take us longer. A real feminist would know that shit. Shout out to the pink tax. Okay. Yeah, so much for uniting the uteri, which, again, not our fault. We didn't jinx it because every time they talked about a woman's alliance, we were like, shh. Oh, my goodness. So, oh, my God. Can you imagine if Catherine was the HOH? Oh, I can't ever see a Catherine HOH because then I'll constantly see Riley on the feeds and I can't look at this man anymore. I can't. I don't want to do it. Oh my goodness. So Adrian, since finding out he's the renom, he definitely is looking at Lauren differently, as much as Vince is trying to kind of do cleanup for Lauren and be like, she was just really scared. And it was the women. Those women threatened her. So now we're hearing from the guys in the house, the reason Lauren made her decision is because she was threatened by the women. And I'm like, what? They threatened her. Yeah. I watched the one-on-ones. I didn't hear any threats. The only thing there was a little bit of like safety offered, just like every HOH conversation. I mean, the only thing you can really put up and be like, I promise you that if I get HOH, I think Ashley said, if she got HOH up until jury, she wouldn't nominate Lauren. And then they were just saying, the numbers are more leaning this way where more people would probably be upset. But ultimately, it's your choice. But they're threatening. The women threatened her. They scared her. They beat her up. Like, no, that did not happen. All right. Kelly and Adrian had quite a long conversation in the have not room after this about what they were going to do. Being both on the block is like the worst case scenario for them because they're pretty sure that one of them will win the BB Butt Blaster, which has so far been like puzzles. He's won one, she's won one, and thus leaving one of them on the block with Will. And they talked about instigating. And Kelly's like, I'll instigate. I love instigating. Let's instigate. I'll instigate. I'll find you. And they're like, ugh. And Adrian's like, no, you can't instigate because it would be better for me to plant seeds because I tell the truth and I can plant truthful seeds of things I know in the game. And Kelly's like, I tell the truth. And Adrian's like, no, you lie. Oh, I do? No, I don't. Maybe a little, but I really want to instigate. He goes, no, you can't instigate because they know you instigate with lies. No, I instigate with truth. No, you instigate with lies. They had to have this like back and forth about whether Kelly instigates with truth or lies. At this point, I don't even think Kelly knows the truth anymore. I think she's just rolling with it. She's like, she's just talked herself into that she tells the truth. I think that's what's going on. Let's see here. Okay. Lauren is relieved. She put her bathing suit on. She went outside. The backyard is going to be closed starting, I believe, at 6 p.m. tonight. So that could be the infamous wall challenge they've all been talking about. Oh my God. Everyone's like, I hope it's a wall challenge. It better be the wall challenge. I can't wait to do the wall. I want to get up on the wall. The wall challenge is so overhyped now at this point, and people don't even last anymore on the wall. Remember back in the days? Remember the evil dick days? And he's like out there, the water pouring on him, and he's like, I'm never giving up. And he's wearing like a tank top. And nowadays they're like, I'm gonna fall, ah! And then they fall right away. So, because Morgan's like, I'm going to win the wall challenge. Vince thinks he's going to be great at the wall challenge. Riley, he doesn't want to win anything. Kelly said, I've been working out. I could do the wall challenge. Apparently, Kelly's been working out, you guys. And Catherine might be good at the wall challenge because she is small and she does yoga. I mean, who knows at this point? We've seen like bigger people win it. I don't know, but they all keep talking about the damn. Yes. Cue our queen, Jessica Milagros. I wish I had the little clip of her falling off the wall. I did have the one of Angela last season, which Angela's was fun, but I don't think I have it anymore in my little clips. I don't, but I do have Angela on the wall.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can't do this. Ow! Shit!
You good?
Damn it!
I can't do this. Ow! Shit! Damn it!
I can do this. Ah, shit. Shout out to Angela. That was great. And Jessica's, I didn't have Jess's because I feel like people just played hers out. It needed a break. But maybe we got to bring it back in rotation. But there. Ow! Damn it. I mean, I wouldn't last long on the wall at all.
I wish a mother would.
I wish a mother would. Okay, I really wish they would. All right, let me take a look at my saved things on the Twitter. So yeah, Lauren she's relieved. She's like, okay, now I'm finally done with this. It's over, which is great. I hated this HOH. She says she hasn't even been able to enjoy it. A lot of people poop in her bathroom. Everybody. It was funny. She was talking to Adrian and Rachel comes up. She's like, can I use your bathroom? I think Jimmy's like blowing it up down there. Oh, and I just need your bathroom. And they just sat there pretty much in silence, which was hilarious as they waited for frickin' Rachel to be done. Okay, let's see. I think that's an older one. They did have the movie. Rachel was thanking Keanu for choosing her to see the movie with him. The Bad Guys 2. Apparently, Jimmy said he cried like a baby at the end of it. Something sad happens, but they cut the feeds. They didn't spoil the ending of the movie for us, for all you Bad Guys 1 and now 2 fans. Keanu said he's glad that they had the conversation the other day. You know, it's been a very tumultuous working relationship with them in the Big Brother house because Keanu just refuses to believe any women, half a woman, one tit, one labia. Can't believe them. Nope, all liars. So he struggles with that. But they did have a good time up there. Let's see. The house guests were playing a word association game. We've started the game portion of the season. And they had to, your name, what's associated with your name? And then Riley got Big Brother. And then Kat said, the cat said Kelly, associated Kelly with Big Brother. And then it went to Lauren, and Lauren said block, which was associated with Kelly. Because, I mean, yeah, you've always been on the block because you keep volunteering, my dear. You keep volunteering. Rachel and what was this? Okay, so this was this morning. Rachel and Ava talked. They have their little alliance. I forget the name of it. I always forget. It's like, it takes two, baby, or two for fun, or double your fun, or something like that. Their alliance. And they did have a little combo. Let's see what they're saying.
Was when he came up to me in the hammock and he said, we, about him. They always slip.
Rachel.
Trust.
No, Rachel, like, I am so happy that I have you. Say no. So, because the thing is, I wasn't thinking of it until you said it. And then I was like, let me just watch for a couple days. I know. Right? I know. We want, and the motherfucking day is, I know. We. Well, there will be a new HOH on Thursday. Work, bitch. Right? Work, bitch. All right, I'm gonna go hang this up. All right.
So Lauren's HOH, she did do some damage, obviously, with her own alliance members and the bond. And since Ava has told her fellow bond members, like, the bond is broken, she nominated 2 of our alliance members. Ava is looking other places for alliances, and her and Rachel are still, allegedly working together. And I'm going to believe that because I very much want to believe that, you guys. Okay, let me give you a little taste here. Who is this talking? Okay, let me see.
Megan, I see what you're saying. I do.
I was really begging you, I guess, Lauren.
Yeah.
I was honestly scared, a little bit scared. Because I couldn't sleep.
Okay, so this is Adrian this morning pleading his case to Lauren as she put her makeup on in the HOH room. And he was like, I couldn't sleep. I'm basically like begging you. I'm down on my knees, begging you, please.
Megan, I see what you're saying.
Okay, let me pull it back here. Come on. Come on, guy. What's up, buddy guy? Smash that like if you haven't already, you guys. As I try to figure out my own phone. Okay.
Now, Megan, I see what you're saying. Now, Megan, I see what you're saying. I do.
I was really begging you, I guess, Lauren.
Yeah.
I was honestly scared, a little bit scared. Because I couldn't sleep. Just because I know it's really hard for you, and I guess not hearing you're safe is really hard, I guess.
I know.
I trust you.
I know. I know it isn't. And I still...
Is it because you made promises to the other side? I know you promised basically Jimmy safety.
Well, yes, that was last week. I feel like promises were a little bit made for me. And so now I feel like I'm in a corner, and that if I don't keep those promises, that it'll affect me badly in the weeks to come.
Was your promise to not pick any of them up?
That was not, they said it was a situation where they're like, well, I didn't ask anything. They were just like, let me see what if you did this, then what would be the guarantee? And I was kind of like, I'm not saying that I'm doing anything. I haven't made a decision yet.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like extremely, extremely stuck.
2,000 years later.
They're liars. They are. Jimmy lied to me multiple times. He said he was going to vote one way. He didn't. I didn't even care if he was going to vote that way. I was just being honest with him, but he lied to me straight up. He told everyone that we're bonds. That's BS. He told me he didn't tell me the real reason why he put me and Kelly up. And Keanu, it's obvious. It's just, if you put Ashley up, I feel like you'd be siding with the side that I said wouldn't protect you, and it's a bunch of liars.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm right here.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to have to fight again, especially against Kelly.
I know.
So I'm here for my family. I'm going to fight, and I'd rather not fight against my ally to survive, but rather against them, because I guarantee you I'm not afraid to take that shot.
Yeah.
I bet Jimmy, Mickey, Morgan, Rachel, everyone that Ashley, I haven't decided the order yet, but I know one of them has the power, and most likely it's Mickey, and I'm willing to.
So he's willing to flush out the power. He's like, I know Rachel, Morgan, Mickey, most likely it's Mickey, because again, everyone knows Mickey has the power. So last night's episode edit where they were pretending Mickey was even contemplating using her power, she knows, everybody knows, and she would be outed right away. So there's no way that she would even be able to use it, because the HOH she's overtaking with her power gets to question each player for 3 minutes. And if they guess that she has it, then she can't use it. But then they know that, oh, it was her for sure. So Adrian's saying, I don't care. Him and Keanu have both said, we'll make big moves. We're going to make big moves. We're big moving now. We're men and we're mad. We're going to make big moves. All right. And we're going to call out Mickey. And I'll put her on the block and I'll say it right to her. I'll be like, I know you have the power, so you better use it. I'm flushing it out. Okay. But that literally is the conversations. I am so excited for Lauren's HOH to be over soon. No offense, all offense, Lauren, but it is painful to listen to her conversations. And that was actually a speedy conversation where she was kind of, speaking with a little more life in her. Let's see who this one is.
3 to 4 weeks now, babe.
Okay, so then this is when Zach comes in after she talks to Mickey. And Mickey comes in. I don't know why Mickey always is. I mean, I think it's because she doesn't want to be heard, but she's always whispering. She's like, and I'm like, you guys are in the bathroom of the HOH room. Lock the door and talk at a reasonable low level. So then Zach, her wannabe boyfriend, comes in after all the ladies have talked to her and Lauren has already made her decision.
How you feeling?
Bad.
I gotta make a short of that. Lauren's HOH. How you feeling? Bad. This is hard. Bad. Just bad. She's not enjoyed 1 second. She can't even enjoy her pooper because everyone is constantly taking a crap in her bathroom. There would come a time with me as the HOH, I'd be like, that's enough poops. All right? There's got to be some poops left for me. It's too many poops. Every minute there's someone going, hi, can I use your bathroom? I really got to drop one. And they'll be graphic about it too. It's going to be messy. It's going to be loud. Sometimes they talk to her. Morgan was talking to her. She's like, oh, God, when you just feel it's coming, then it doesn't come. And Lauren is getting ready in the mirror. And I'm thinking, leave. So Lauren turned on the water. But oh man.
Really? So,
I still don't know what to do.
So he's hugging her because poor HOH.
I really don't know what to do.
yeah, I just wanted to check on you before they called you.
I think. What do you think I should do?
If I'm in your shoes, I think you have a better group if you put Ashley on the block. However, she did just come tell me that she's like, oh yeah, Lauren did basically say that I'm safe for this week. That's what she told me. So I just I didn't come up here to be like, yo, what the heck or whatever. I just was coming just to check on you, just to see.
Yo, what the heck? Yo.
How you feel?
Yo.
Because then Adrian had a one-on-one. He's like, yeah, she's undecided. I'm not sure. So.
Yo.
Well, Ashley forces information out of people.
Correct.
And she's like, so what do you think, would you would say that I'm safe? And I was like, well, at this point, I don't know.
Ma'am, is that forcing information? She's like, am I going on the block? I don't want to go on the block. I want to work with you. I've told you I wanted to work with you. For someone who you've admitted it was between her and Adrian, she forces information. It's like, who do you think you are? Someone who's about to maybe go on the block as the Renom? Lauren is just, she's just so, it's so crazy. Oh, she's like, forces information out of me. What do you mean forces? Again, how could she force information? You just literally go, yeah. Chavalan, thank you so much. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. If I'm not, Chavalan, thank you for the super chat. Jolene, finally catching my first live with you. I enjoy your spin on BB so much. You're the best. Thank you. That's really sweet of you to say. Is that your doogie? Is that your little pupperoonie in your profile picture? We love a doog over here. We got 3 dogs in the Lunzer Hernandez household and 2 cats. So we're a very pro 4-legged fur baby friends.
I feel like I genuinely still don't know what I'm doing right now. And I think I have to.
And then they cut because for some reason, Skippy, as she's like, I genuinely don't know what I'm doing right now. Skippy's like, Old Button Boy's like, Button. And it's Adrian sitting alone in the cigar lounge. What was the purpose? And then
Right.
back.
And I'm not going to like force you to do anything. I'm just saying it is best for our game if Ashley goes up. And when I say our game, I'm talking me, you, and Vinny.
Keanu is pushing this.
Wait a minute. Zach, you, Vinny, and Lauren, but you're already in a threesome with Vinny and Morgan. Oh, cheater.
His whole master plan was for me to put him on the block and to backdoor Ashley, and he's like, all the girls think that now. So if I play into that, I'm scared that people
Will be like you're closely aligned with Keanu.
and I'm working with Keanu or whatever.
Do you want me to grab Vinny real quick? Okay, I'll be right back.
I have to go downstairs.
Did they just call you?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
So she's worried. That was another thing she was worried about, is that Keanu, always doing the most. He's out there being like, you blame me, man, blame me. And he let it out to some people that it was always the plan for her to put me on the block, okay? And I wasn't the target. Everybody loves me. I'm great. Look at my shorts. Are they workout shorts? Are they relaxing shorts? Are they athleisure, however you say it? Are they swim trunks? I don't know, but they pay me to wear them. Shout out to checkoutmyuglyshorts.org. So I can get my money. Use code nobody would wear these. They ride up on your balls for 2%, just 2% off, not 20%. Sorry, just 2%. I was thinking about how old I like my women, 20, but 2% off for the shorts that ride up on your balls. But Keanu is out there telling people like, yeah, I was just doing that so we could backdoor Ashley. First of all, sir, you can't backdoor anyone with the BB butt blaster in play. There's no backdoor. That's the one thing the BB butt blaster takes away, is a good backdoor. Okay, but when it's very few and far between do we see a good backdoor anymore. I know I myself have never experienced a good backdoor. So, where are we going to see one? I don't know. Who knows? But you can't backdoor, because even if someone is renommed, they still have a chance to take themselves off the block. The point of the backdoor is that you remove their opportunity to save themselves. But you can't do that with the BB butt blaster. But here we are. So Keanu going around saying that makes it look like Lauren's working with him. So she feels like, oh my God, that's not true. He was my target. I wanted him to go. I hate him. He sucks. I don't like his improv skills. I hate it. He sits too close to me on the bed. It's horrible. Please stop. So she doesn't want them to think, she's working with him. So there were levels to this decision. And then, of course, Vince has to come in, because Vince is involved everywhere. Zach's like, oh, I'm going to go get Vince. Because again, nobody is heeding Rachel's warning of, you don't have to listen to the guy without a job in his 30s. Okay? Maybe that's not the man that we should all be looking to for guidance in this game, life in general. Maybe not. Maybe not the, I think probably willfully unemployed man living in his parents' basement, shopping at Erewhon, expensive grocery store, buying beanies on his mom's Discover that's maxed out, by the way, because he is, he's putting too much stuff on there, all right, while perfecting juggling. Maybe that's not the person you should be looking to, allegedly. Ay, ay, ay. I know it's a bad economy, but I think he willfully probably just, it sounded like that's what it was. He's like, I just really haven't figured out what I want to do yet. Like, do I want to wear, I just haven't found a career where they'll let me wear a beanie all the time. Like 24/7. Okay. And then they make me get to work at a certain time, and I got to flat iron my hair. So I need extra time. So I was getting late, getting written up. They're like, you're late. And I'm like, am I late? Or did my hair just need a little bit more time to flat iron under my beanie? It's hard for Vince. These dogs are passing gas. You guys, I smell you. Okay, they're napping. They're sleep farting. Just like Vince.
No, and I understand that, and he's an idiot because he's also trying to tell me that he's manipulating this HOH. And I'm like, that's absolutely not the case whatsoever. The problem is with him saying that, it makes you.
At this point, I hope Keanu stays in the game and destroys all of their games. Because Zach's like, Keanu's an idiot. Oh, yeah, Zach? Oh, yeah? I hope he destroys your game.
Worse because of that. So I understand that. Thing about it is Ashley's also running her mouth, being like, this is the most straightforward vote ever. I don't understand why it was even an option. She's like, oh, she's being provided 3 to 4 weeks of safety. So like, I see both sides running their mouth right now. And
Both sides are telling me exactly what I want to hear, and I still don't know what I'm doing. They just call me to the DR.
Here comes Vince.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. That's Vince's input. Oh, shit. Do you have a mom upstairs you could ask? What I usually do is I text my parents because I don't want to walk up the stairs because there's like a lot of them. And then my mom will usually be like, "Can you help me with the dishwasher?" I'm like, "No, Mom, I got to juggle." So I usually text her and I was like, "Hey, Mom, I need some money. No big deal if you can't give it to me. I'm just going to go donate some more plasma." But last time I donated plasma, they said, "You only have about 2 more times until it affects you permanently in a bad way and you might die." That's what I do. And then she always gives me money. So does that help? And they're like, "No, Vince, that doesn't help. That doesn't help."
Safety come from? Because Morgan wasn't even aware of it.
3 weeks of safety.
Did you hear this? Somebody said that they're guaranteeing you 3 weeks of safety.
that's what Ashley's saying.
It's like
She
oddly
literally just
specific.
came down and told me that.
First of all, who the fuck cares? That's one of the joys of being the HOH is you get to make deals like that with people for your own safety. What's this 3 weeks of safety? What's it your business? That's why, Lauren, you let them guys up there, you let them feel too comfortable to where they're making decisions. Yeah, she should get some safety. Get some damn safety. You should be building your alliance, not putting people up. But here we are.
Yeah,
What?
Ashley says 3 weeks of safety is the offer, the pitch to you. You didn't even get this pitch?
Ashley said that she would keep me, that she would not put me on the block before jury.
Okay, maybe that's where
Maybe
they're
that's
3 weeks,
probably
but,
what's happening. There's telephone happening right now.
but how are they going to guarantee that it might not be 3 weeks? If it's a 7-person jury, it's 5 more weeks.
I didn't say.
This is the guy she's going to. Well, how are they going to guarantee? How are you going to guarantee anything, Vinny? How are we going to guarantee you're ever going to get out of your parents' basement? You know what I mean? How are we going to guarantee anything, Vin? Oh, my God.
I said,
I heard her say the number 3. I don't know why
I did too.
stuck on 3, but then maybe it's irrelevant.
well, I don't want people. What do I do? Somebody tell me what to do because I don't know what to do.
Tell Vinny what you said, Keanu, like your thought about the whole Keanu situation.
I told you the thing about the Keanu thing, how he would take the fall.
Yeah.
Now he's taking the fall either way. He said that the whole master plan was for.
Now, let me tell you, I sped this up because I can listen to it at its normal speed.
Me to put him on the block so that I can backdoor Ashley. And that he's taking over my HOH. And now all the girls think that.
But do you want them to believe that? And then they're just like,
Well, now at this point, they're going to think that I'm working with Keanu. And, you know what I mean?
even when Keanu tries to help, he fucking makes things worse.
He makes things royally screwed up, and it pisses me the hell off.
Well,
oh really, Zach? What are you gonna do about it? Put on your baby blue bandana and go yell at him? I would love to see Zach confront Keanu and his tree trunk arms. I would love to see it. Zach pisses me the hell off. No, you're just gonna go look at yourself in the mirror and match your baby blue to your baby blue. Shut up. There's nothing worse than a guy that's like, yeah, that pisses me off. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Just like I thought.
I don't know. If it helps, there was a few people that I was having conversations with in passing, and people like Morgan, they're not going to put you up either way. I don't know if that's the like threat of some sort. Maybe we shouldn't use that word because it's kind of harsh, but like if you put Ashley up, then this many people are going to be gunning for you. They're not gunning for you either way. They were never going to. It was an easy offer because they're not going to, one way or the other. They're not going to put you up. They have bigger targets.
Yeah.
So not only are they in there like, what do you mean you got some safety? Someone promised you safety? They're also like, you're not even like a viable option. There's like bigger fish to fry. Bro, she won an HOH. It's not like, as much as she's coming off weak in making her decisions, she's not a non-factor in this game at all. But the way they're talking to her, like, they wouldn't even consider you. You're not going up on the block. There's like such bigger targets, like a man or another man or the man over there or if another guy or Riley, who's considered a guy allegedly, or if they bring someone in that's a guy or the camera guy or just anybody really that's a guy is better. Has a bigger chance than you.
I absolutely agree with that.
I think the girls think that if I put up Ashley, then I'm like aligned with Kelly, Keanu, and Adrian. They're grouping them together.
People always try to group people together, but that's not necessarily the case. It could literally come down to who do you talk more game with, or who do you feel like you have more of a question mark with.
At this point, if I put up Ashley, it is going to be her blind side because she thinks that she is safe.
She did come down in the bathroom this morning.
She thinks that she's totally good.
What sucks about Ashley is Ashley thinks she can trust Vince and Zach, and I need her to wake up to that. And hopefully Rachel can knock some sense into her regarding that. But I don't know, because Ashley, I think she does think she has like a good working relationship with Vince and with Zach, and they wanted her up as the replacement nom. And I hope she is soon put onto that and believes it.
Or is she just doing that? Because I told her the night before I made my nominations that our last conversation made me feel very uncomfortable and uneasy. And then she said she was blindsided about that too. And I was like, well, it wasn't a good conversation. I don't know how you're blindsided.
It's weird because Keanu is like very convinced that the girls are strong arming you right now with this whole like 3-week deal or through jury or safety or whatever. But then it's also like, you know, the other side doesn't understand, oh, why would you even consider putting Ashley up? And I'm just like, they both have this like miscommunication thing going on right now, and they just cannot figure it out. So
I still don't know what I'm doing. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't.
Zach, Ava, Adrian,
we
Riley.
just counted the numbers last night. Okay.
Kelly, if she's off the block. Catherine, me.
Do you think
Yanni.
Kelly's gonna hate me forever?
If you put Adrian up?
Be honest.
She won't hate you forever. No, she's not gonna hate you. She'll her game will be over essentially because either her or her best friend goes home.
Unless
she's gonna kill you. That's I'd be more scared of Kelly outside of the house. Just, you know, lock your doors, get some window locks, allegedly.
Well, yeah, they will not have the votes against Will. I just realized that Morgan's coming up. No. My take is,
I don't think people are gonna hate you either way. They know it's a hard decision.
And then Adrian was like,
here's the deal. Adrian will be very upset.
Please go to the diary room downstairs.
either people are gonna be very.
So like, fuck, we can't try to convince you anymore. Fuck, what are we gonna do?
Adrian like was legitimately like tearing up and crying last night. Like he's just very
What? Oh, so when Adrian cries, it's like, oh, it was really sad. But when Ashley cries, it's like, oh my God, she was losing it. She was blowing up. She was crashing out. But when Adrian cries, because he's afraid too, like, it was so sad. The double standard.
Very emotional last night.
very emotional.
Very emotional. Well, then you better be afraid. What if he crashes out on you, girl? What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I just know that I think he just, I mean, I'm assuming he told you that he was like a massive shield. He'll protect you. He'll do this, that, and the other for you. So I feel like if you do, I think either way, they're going to be frustrated at you. I don't think Adrian would specifically put you on the block, but all those guarantees, I don't know if that would be a thing anymore.
I don't know.
Must
I
have
try
been.
to think
Must have
about
been.
my like who do you feel good with, like your regular connections with, and who you think would keep you safe regardless of what happens, and who would only keep you safe specifically because of the deal until they forget about it.
Yep.
That's the only thing that concerns me about that. The offering
100%
is like,
it could be like next week you're okay. But when we dwindle down these numbers, and it's like I told you last night, if you feel like you're at the bottom of their group, then you could be.
I don't.
They could put you up before jury.
But I'm a special case. Devious ass. I said, how about when Zach cries? Do you guys feel bad for him? No, I laugh. But I'm a special kind of evil. So no, I don't.
That type of situation. That's the one thing.
Deals are broken all the damn time in here.
Correct.
Someone is going to be extremely upset with me, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone is going to hate me.
Nobody will hate you. I understand it's the game.
Yeah,
people will be frustrated, but
yeah. Look, either way, like we got your back.
Yeah,
like, me and Vinny, 100%. Yeah, always, no matter what.
Do you have her back, or do you have Morgan's back, or do you have the men's back, or the other people you're working with back? I don't know, Lauren.
I made it clear. It's best for my game that Ashley goes up and goes home.
Me too.
That's
like,
just my personal game.
Say she like wins Blockbuster somehow.
I don't think she's that threatening. I don't know.
I really don't think.
I think people like her, but I don't think she has like sway. I don't think she's like.
She doesn't have sway because people are.
I think she's the number for them. She's not necessarily a leader in 100%. Gathering numbers for her.
100%. So
what, Zach? So what?
Yeah.
2,000 years later.
Though, of like not wanting to be viewed as working with specifically Keanu and Kelly. But at the same time, maybe they're not aware that 8 people are guaranteed to be rallying behind you regardless.
They don't understand that.
It's not just those 3. Yeah. It's Zach. Ava will never turn her back on you.
Nope.
Adrian, Riley.
But it's like regardless
Kelly,
of anything,
Catherine, me, Keanu.
regardless of the decision that I make, I feel like a lot of those people still won't turn their back on me. But if I put up Ashley, then that changes.
Oh boy. And then they were like, we're cutting. She's not coming to the DR fast enough. Production was like, we're going straight to animals. Do you want this guinea pig? No, it's a kitty. I thought it was, is it a ferret? No, it's a cat. It just kind of looks like a ferret because of the way it's laying with its toy. But they're definitely kittens, not ferrets. So come adopt them. And then she came back. And like I said, Adrian is on the block. Ashley is not. And that's where we stand right now with Adrian scrambling, making sure he and Kelly, one of them, hopefully for him, wants they want to win the BB Butt Blaster and then also win on the block. It's going to be very difficult to win against Will, I would say, because given the chance for a lot of these people to break up Adrian and Kelly, they're going to take that chance. Now, what would be amazing to happen is if Will wins the BB Butt Blaster. But you guys, it's Big Brother and he's 50. Oh my God. Everyone in the house is like, there's no way. His brain doesn't even work anymore. He's so elderly. Get that old man out of here. But I would love that for Will if he just happened to win the BB Butt Blaster and he stays. And it's Adrian versus Kelly. Oh my gosh. That would be very interesting. Very, very, with a bad back, Lady J says. Yeah, with the bad back and all. Will, you can do it, sir. Okay. Just channel all of the, anger and frustration you have with feeling like you're targeted as one of the old people in the house. And you're not old, you're 50. Okay. But in Big Brother, you're dead. Okay. In Big Brother years, you're dead. Big Brother years are like dog years. They are unforgiving. All right. You age rapidly and they give you like 2 older people. This year, 3, because Rachel's technically considered part of the older people because she's 40. But look, we already got rid of one of the 43-year-olds being Amy. Now there's only 2 old people left. That means if Will leaves the game, the oldest person in this game is 40 years old. I don't like that. I need a little bit older in Big Brother. This isn't Love Island. This isn't the challenge. All right. I need my players just a little bit older, but I know it is harder for casting, I think, to get older people. it's easier to get younger people for this kind of commitment for this long period of time, when you're older. But they could go after retirees. We did get Jerry back in BB10, They should look at the retirement homes. They should really head out to the golden manors and estates and be like, you guys bored? Okay, how are your hips? Are they new? Okay, you got 2 new hips and a new knee? Well, get on over, Nana. Cast Nana on Big Brother. And some more moldy oldies. I would not, Coco. I wouldn't be on Big Brother, and I wouldn't last on Big Brother, and I wouldn't want to be on Big Brother. Too dirty. People are annoying. I get sassy. My neurodivergent ass would be interrupting people because I'm like, come on, today. My brain's working fast. They'd be like, she's rude. She's too blunt. I'm also an Aquarius. It's a recipe for disaster. All right. And I wouldn't be able to hide my disdain for people. I just wouldn't be able to do it. But no. But I definitely like to judge them. Mm-hmm. And be like, what do they call it? Armchair quarterback, whatever that is. Yes, June would have an aneurysm living with this cast. Oh, June. The good old days of June.
Was personally attacking each and every person in this house part of your strategy, or do you really feel that way about all of us?
I'm sure when I go home and I watch the tapes, I'll see people saying bad things about me, but at least I know that I got 1 or 2 digs in about everyone else also.
Yeah, it's too nasty. It's too dirty. I'd be like, what's wrong with you? Clean this shit up. And you shut up. Like no, I can't. I have a very particular way I like to live. Okay. My husband and my fur babies understand that way. Other than that, no one else can live with me. It's just, I'm not an easy person, and I'm okay with that. And I don't want to be. I just gotta be me. But yes, we love June. June. Shout out to June. I wonder if she's watching this season. She came on the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen it's been a few years now since we had June on, and she was awesome getting caught up with June. I don't know if she's watching this year, but I'll peep her Twitter and see if she is. Maybe we can invite June to give her thoughts on these people. So, because she's always fun to talk to. All right, you guys. Well, that's the latest. All right. Lauren feels a little bit of freedom because she finally made the renom decision. Adrian is up on the block because Keanu removed himself with the POV. So now on Thursday in the BB Butt Blaster, we will have Kelly, Adrian, and the elderly man himself with a bad back, Will, going against each other to see who will win to take themselves off the block. And then the 2 remaining house guests will sit on the block for a live vote and eviction with Julie Chen, Lemon Drop Moonves, to make jokes about infidelity. It'll be great. It'll be fun. I'm sure there'll be more things happening, okay, on the feed. So I'll be back tomorrow. And then we'll do a recap. I'll be back Wednesday. And we'll do a recap of the episode Wednesday. And obviously a recap of the episode Thursday. So you're going to see a lot more of me. Hopefully that's okay with you. Shout out to all my super chairs today. Dawn, David, and Shavalan, Shavalan. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. So good for joining us. Thank you so much. My English isn't working properly. I've been listening to these people talk too long. Also, thank you to Oliver Bolivar Butt for gifting 5 memberships to the channel. Me and Steven are in talks for a members only. All right. Last year, what did we call it? We had a Big Brother members only that was like weekly or bi-weekly. And I forgot what we called it, but maybe Friday we might be having a members only. So if you are a member on Patreon in 2 of the tiers, or a member on both or any of the tiers on YouTube, you have access to the members only live. So I will let you guys know on the members tab when that will be occurring. Smash that like on your way out. Please let me know in the comments section who you would like to see leaving this week. Kelly, Will, or Adrian. What do you think of Lauren's renom? Are you happy? Do you wish Ashley would have went up? Just let it all out. Use my comment section as a place for you to vent. You better not. No, you better so. You better so. Okay. Follow me on social media, Instagram, and the Tiki-Taki at Joleen Lunzer. Links for everything are in the description. You guys are all beautiful, wonderful pumpkin spice babies. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you very soon. And always remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.
If you like what you